Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Ravi's Academy. In today's video lecture, you will be learning how to draw the projections of a pentagonal prism which is inclined to one of the principal plane. So to understand this particular problem, let us look at the problem. Draw the projections of a pentagonal prism with the base 25 mm height and axis 60 mm long, resting on one of its rectangular face on HP with axis inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So here you can see that it's clearly mentioned that axis is inclined to VP at an angle 45. So to see the end view, because the prism is resting on the rectangular face, and to see the view, you have to make it in the initial position, the angle is 90. If you make it is 90 means it's perpendicular to VP. So that particular prism, it is axis perpendicular to VP in that case, and that rectangular face is resting on horizontal plane HP. So to draw this particular problem, so let us draw the reference line XY, and it's clearly mentioned it is resting on rectangular face. So let us mark the edge on XY. The edge is given 25 mm. Draw the edge on this and measure 72 degrees outer angle with the help of protractor and mark the length, that is 25 mm. The other side also let us measure. This angle is 72 degrees. This angle is 72 degrees and measure 25 mm. With this as center, 25 mm is radius. Draw circular arc with the previous end, cut it so that you got this rectangular prism. You got a pentagonal end face, and this particular end face has the axis perpendicular to VP. That means that perpendicular to your blackboard, and you can see only the pentagon, which is a replica of two end faces, that is front as well as rear end face. Let us give the corners name, that is it is A prime, B prime, C prime, here it is D prime and E prime. This represents it is away from the plane and it's toward the observer. And the other end you have exactly it coincides with this, that you can call it as by numbering. It is a 1 prime. We can keep in parenthesis because it's hidden. 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime and 5 prime. This 1, 2, 3, 4 represents the pentagonal plane, that the end face which is near to the reference plane, that is XY. Okay, now this completes your the first stage of your front view. From this, now you can draw the projectors. Draw the projectors from each corner. And the height of the prism is given 60 mm long. At any place, draw a horizontal line and measure 60 mm along the axis line and mark the other end face, and observe carefully from top view this longer edge E5 as well as D4 both are hidden, so that you have to mark with the dashed line. That you have to mark with dashed line. You have to use HB pencil, but you have to mark with 4242 you have to follow. And this you can mark with HB pencil. And incorporate all the corners, that as you know that it is, this is your A B, C, and this is D and E. The plane or the end face which is near to the plane, you can mark it as 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, and of course this is 5. So this completes the first stage of the problem. Now he said that axis is inclined at an angle 45 degrees. So let us draw a line at an angle 45. Now let me draw this at an angle 45 and reproduce this, the top view on 45 orientation line. So I'm considering it is randomly. You can mark point 2 and you can mark B on this line, and you can reproduce with the help of compass 2 to 3. So erect a perpendicular. So this perpendicular you can draw with the help of mini drafter. Keep one scale along this and other scale you can draw this line 2, 3, and the same length the other side it is 2, 1, and 2, 5, and it is 2, 4. This is 4. Of course this is 3, and you can draw again perpendicular to it, and after locating these points you can draw the lines parallel, and this is hidden. So this completes your reproducing the required view with the required orientation D, and let us say this is C. Now the final stage, the last step of this particular problem is, let us draw the projector from each corner. I am drawing from A vertical projector, I am drawing horizontal projector. This is my final position of A prime. So similarly B is here, B prime, and of course C is here, this is C prime, and D. So D is on this line, this is D prime, and you can mark E prime. You have located one end face which is near to the observer, all the corners, that is A, B, C, D, E. Similarly, locate the other end face. From one, draw the vertical projector and horizontal projector. So this is 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime. This is 3 prime, horizontal and vertical, and 4 prime. This is 4 prime, and finally 5 prime. So after this, what you have to do is join in proper sequence. First you join all the border lines. I am joining AB is the border line, B prime 2 prime is border line, 2 prime 3 prime is border line, and 3 prime 4 prime is border line, and up to this point E is the border line. So let us observe carefully. Without any analysis, I am just completing the outer lines of the solid which are visible. Now this end face which is near to the observer completely visible, so that you can join. So AB joining with the border, BC is visible, and your CD also visible. The other end face which is near to the plane, or your 1, 5 and 1, 2. Your 1, 2, this is hidden, you can draw the dashed line, and 1, 5 also you can draw the dashed line, because these two are hidden, and remaining 3 are joining with the border lines. And observe carefully your 1A which is not visible in the direction of the view. So 1A is not visible, and that edge you can mark a dashed line, and you observe carefully C3, your C3 is overlapping with that, and it is completely visible. So this completes your projections of the solid with inclined to axis inclined to one of the plane.